that randomness that I've heard about the show just comes. I'm going to keep some
Live from the Edinburgh Fringe, it's my privilege to introduce to you Brian Blessed!
Gordon's alive!
Start again, sorry. Brian Blessed! Brian Blessed! Live from the Edinburgh Fringe, it's Steve Awesome! Thank you, and welcome to the Steve Awesome Comedy Show. It's good to see a lot of people in the audience. What's wrong with that bit? Toilets, it stinks a bit like poo, but that's the thing. Okay, welcome to the show tonight. My name is Steve Awesome, and it's my privilege to welcome you here. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself before we begin. I used to be on the radio, Steve Awesome on 87.7 FM and DAB digital radio across the west of Scotland. Yeah! You actually heard of it? Anyway, that's the thing, I was on the radio for a long time. It was great, it was good fun as well. When I was on the radio, I was like a freestyle champion from the years 2002 to 2006. And my good friend Lee Murray over here, he was a beatbox champion from 2002 to 2006 as well. Woo! Stop! They're not ready for a freestyle. Okay, they're ready, bring the beats back! Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. Thinking of things to say. Ooh, yeah, I'm in the show. Everybody now, let's go. There's at least about 50 people here, but I'm shit at maths, so close, near. Anyway, we've been in Edinburgh for a few days now. It's been great, it's been good fun. Done a lot of things. A couple of things to note about Edinburgh though, if you haven't been here before, or if you live here, fix things. There's no cash machines. There's not hardly any cash. There's no pipe shops.
Actually, Steve.
You tell me?
Well, I was wanting to wait till after the show, you know, so I can congratulate his present. It's pretty man.
Quite, beautiful. On the contrary.
That's the other thing as well. There's been a few pubs we've been to that are quite nice as well, you know, like what was that one?
Halfway House.
Halfway House, that's
Good
quite
for
cool.
King's
King's Head. King's Head's quite good as well.
Sorry. Queen's Life was good.
Aye, but I'm not waiting for the Queen's Life to open for a drink, am I? Anyway, that's the thing. Another thing just to note quickly, did anyone see the Olympic opening ceremony today? Yes. I watched it, it was quite cool, it was nice. But the thing is, the thing I noted was that the president of the IOC said, "We're looking forward to a games with no cheating and no doping." What are you talking about? That'd be great if people were doing that. You know, you get the races like this, come on.
Right. On your marks, get set.
That's the thing, it would be good. But anyway, on with the show, because that was absolute rubbish. Hello, my name is Steve Awesome, and where do I begin? Probably about here. And I go all the way down to there, but I'm so much more interesting in the middle. You know, a bit like a jam donut. Not that I'm saying I'm like a jam donut here, more like a Kinder Surprise. A little toy you wouldn't mind playing with. On the show tonight, oh, my mum's in the audience. Anytime I say the word fuck, I don't actually mean it, okay? On the show tonight, you'll meet some of my very special guests. You'll meet the sensational Ali Killen from Acoustic Plus. It's not very hard. The stunning Jen Hope. And of course, my amazing dancers, the Awesomettes. Anyway, also on the show tonight, you'll see Lee Murray. Now, there's no reason for Lee being here. Woo! Guys, woo! The only reason Lee's here is because he's my very good friend and it helps him with his drug problems. Isn't that nice? I need to admit to it, son. The supply's great here in Edinburgh. Lee Murray! Anyway, show tonight is going to be better than sex, okay? Just ask my girlfriend. She says it will be because, number one, it's a lot longer. We won't climax too soon, and hopefully at the end we'll all come together. Yeah, I won't be sick either. I was brought up in a highly industrialised area. We live next to factories which blow smoke from chimneys right into windows.
Hey, Mama. You grew up next to the fish and chip shop.
Well, they burnt a lot of chips. I was 12 before I realised I wasn't actually black. But it had its advantages though, there were no racial problems in my area. I dance with real rhythm and I sing gospel with style. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Yeah, hallelujah, sir. Yeah, quite. We were a close family, weren't we? Close and proud. We called Sister Flower, you know. Not because she were pretty and that, but because she were inbred. Close family. Close and proud. And shouting out during my show. Don't heckle, don't. That's the thing, I love the area, okay? My friend told me where he stayed there was a library, a toilet and a bar. And I was so jealous of him. Until I found out he slept in the streets of Stockbridge. Close family, so close. Someone once accused me of being in drugs in that area. So I looked under my feet, saw the one on there, told that pink rabbit to fuck off and accuse someone else. Good area though, good times. And first love. She was a deaf girl and she wouldn't hear a bad word said about me. Couldn't hear a bad word said about me. I had this thing for her.
I don't think I saw that.
Penis. That's the thing, we'd spend hours and I'd whisper sweet nothings to her. Post-it notes attached to her ears. We'd play games like Marco Polo, name that tune, Chinese whispers. I was a bastard. So, right here, right now, Susan, I'm going to apologise. If you can hear me, well, it's a fucking miracle, that, isn't it? Anyway, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Steve Awesome, and it helped because that's me. I'm finally getting a chance to tell people what worries me about life, and I don't even have to pay for it this time. Life confuses me, and I don't mean all this searching for a greater meaning for our existence, okay? That's just rubbish, okay? Life is what it is. We live, we die, end of, you know. You only live twice. Well, you don't, Bond, you idiot. Indiana Jones was far superior. Plus, everyone was cool whip thing. Plus, he was also a rich baritone. Speaking of rich baritones, ladies and gentlemen, my first guest tonight is Ali Dillon from Acoustic Plus.
Since I've come home, well, my body's been mixed.
actually, he ejaculated. But I have seen the same performance in... Hello there. Just doing some research for the show. Currently looking at my Dickens. Dickens, Charles John Hoffman, born 1820 to 1870. They're British novelists whose works include David Copperfield and Little Dorrit.
Stop me!
Anyway, back to the show. Here I come.
What were you reading there?
It's actually widescreen, it's very deceptive.
That wasn't
It wasn't even us, was it? No, it's like our evil twins.
Reven and Steve.
Even in Steve, those handsome bastards. Anyway, I went on holiday recently with my girlfriend Claire. Now, I love holidays, okay? It's a chance to go get sunburned, it's a chance to go get drunk, and it's a chance to have lots of sex. Now, if I told you 1 out of 3 isn't always that bad, and I said to you I was hungover for most of the time I was away, and it was pushing it down, I think you can kind of guess how things went. But I love holidays. We did the usual thing when we were away. We walked about, we ate, slept, drank, so pretty much all the things you can do back home, except with the bonus of not being able to understand people and to pay through the nose for things. Paying through the nose is a great expression and it conjures up so many great images. Oh, just like, thanks, I'm a scratch card, please.
The scratch card, what, the gold or the
I'll have it on £2 one.
£2 one? Right, no bother. That's £5.76.
Just the change. It brings a whole new meaning to loaded with the cold. And that's the thing, okay, we were on holiday, and that's the thing, okay, things really start to annoy me, such as language barrier, okay, now, why don't we have a big universal language that everyone could understand? We could have mime language. Marcel could teach it to us if he wasn't dead and buried like that. So that's the thing, okay, but mime language, we could have things like, what's that? Eating, and drinking close. What's that? Eating. What's that?
I really don't know, Steve.
What you need.
What is that?
That's like, we've already got things anyway. We've got things like that.
That one.
That.
Oh, that one.
And that. US soldiers were going through towns during the Gulf War and they were going by doing things like that. And going, hey, to show how really pleasant they actually were. Little did they know that over there, that actually means that. So they're going by going, hey, we're here to save you. Looking good there, man. Scottish regiments were doing that anyway when they were going by, I am not saving you, you couple of pricks, man. So maybe mime language isn't such a good idea after all. The other thing that annoys me when I go on holiday is tourists. Now, killer question, are there any Americans here tonight?
Yeah, no.
Yeah!
Woo! Yay! Right, what applause for them? That's the thing, Ricky. It's tourists annoy me, okay, and I'm not talking about myself, and I'm not talking about you guys, okay, I'm talking about like the Americans that are kind of like, and a little bit. Oh! I seem to have lost the control of the volume of my voice, and I have this urge to travel across Europe, buy some photography equipment, and oh hey honey, where's my fanny pack? Slow down! Before you know it, they're going on holiday wearing sanitary towels. Fanny is their word for arse and else for vagina.
Yeah, your fanny as slang may refer to the buttocks in the US or vagina in the UK, Australia, and some other places.
Okay, like you guys see everything from behind, okay, like fanny, as we've just said, is your word for arse and else for vagina, right? Okay, you make an ass of things, we make a cock up. You guys say butt naked, we say bollock naked. Why are you so anally fixated? We need to get to the bottom of this! Oh, that's the best joke in the show. That's the thing, okay. The other thing that annoys me when you're on holiday with these guys is taking photos. Thank you, just on cue. You're taking photos the other night, weren't you? From outside my window, you sick bear! But that's the thing, is to take
Getting the wang out, you know?
two-handed, I like his style. But that's the thing, okay, taking photos is really annoying. You're walking along, taking a photo. Cool. It's a lovely build, it really is done. Cool. Right. Another one. That's nice, man. Just take your fucking photo! I mean, come off it! These guys are taking photos at tourist spots and monuments, but they're not even doing that as well. We saw a guy cycling around, look at this lovely little Italian village, blah 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 blah, it doesn't matter, okay? This guy was cycling, holding a video camera. Oh, I'm just commentating on this amazing cycle journey. I just run over some Italian lady, but I didn't see it because I'm holding this fucking video camera. We were walking along that same route, and I'm pretty sure the only highlight came from a big dog shit that was quite huge. Disgusting, I know. Penis as well. But that's the thing as well, right? These guys are taking photos at dinner as well, you know. Maybe they're just checking the portion sizes. Oh, check it out, you can actually see some of the plate. These guys must be starving over here. Or maybe they're making comparisons. Hey honey, doesn't that kebab look exactly like the shit I saw when I was out cycling? I mean, oh. These guys are also going to go back home and inevitably have a slideshow as well. Check it out, this is us at the Eiffel Tower, but that's not interesting. Here's a chicken salad Judy had, oh my god! I can understand if like, maybe someone from like a third world country or something went away and they brought back photos going, food! It exists for Americans, for Christ's sakes! I hate that! People have a slideshow! What I thought we'd do now is we'll watch a little slideshow from my holiday. But there was a purpose to my photos. Exhibit A, the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Oh, did you get that one?
That's hilarious.
Show it to the guy backstage.
It's not funny, it's as funny as a punch in the penis. That's alliteration for you. Change it! Thank you. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, one of the 7 architectural blunders of the world. Thousands flock to this site every day to take one of 2 photos. Oh, I'm so clever! This is the first thing anyone's ever done! So the more sadistic, I'm pushing this bastard over. 20 points if you'd squash the girl. He's like, look, he's here. Me, I wanted to be more sophisticated, okay? I wanted to make that thing look like my penis. Now, okay, guys, if you go and take a girlfriend or a wife on holiday with you and you want to take that photo for you, 2 things will happen. She'll give you the huffy holiday face for the rest of the time you're away. And then whenever you look back at the photo, she'll just think, what could have been? It is penis envy at its best. Close your eyes and ears, mother. Thank you. But that's the thing, okay, here was my first attempt. Oh no, it was rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Here, things got better though. That's the thing. You couldn't see my face. And that's where the money shot is, baby. It's all over my face. You could not see the sheer joy in my face that I had a big fuck off stone cock. So, I wasn't to be defeated. I was going to beat that tower. Anyway, I did beat the tower, went back to it, bought a model tower, possibly more to scale with things, took a photo right outside the mug, and I'd done it! I had one, and even found a place in Spain to put it. Even Americans have got a place to put it if they want to, but I don't swing that way, folks, okay? I don't like Fanny. I like Fanny. Even instead, they've got this. It makes you want to drink deep, doesn't it? Speaking of drinking deep, I'm going away for a ginger. You can have one as well, ladies and gentlemen. Jen Hope.
on Ryanair flight 408, boarding from gate number 2. Hurry the fuck up, please, as we're all waiting.
How the fuck do you like it? Say something here! Yeah! You would think with all this travelling about Europe that I'm a good flyer. Well, I'm not, okay? Tried it once, fell flat on my face. So now I use the airlines. Airlines are a necessary evil, and you would think I spend the whole journey to the airport thinking of the many horrible ways I could die in a plane crash. And you think when you get to an airport, these guys would make you feel safe and comforted. Oh, no. Not these airline bastards. No, I'll give you all an example. I was flying back home from Italy and I was using Pisa's Galileo Galilei International Airport. So, morning of the flight, I thought, I'll find out a little bit about the man they named the airport after, and here's what I found out. Galileo Galilei was an Italian scientist who formulated the basic law of falling bodies. He later went on... Fucking great! Falling bodies! Now, that's me. I was in the business. That's not a good thing to be naming your airport after, is it? I mean, I thought Americans were sick naming their airports after assassinated politicians. You get Kennedy, you get Lincoln, and hopefully, opening soon, Bush. That's the key. See it? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be coming into Bush in about 5 minutes' time, so strap in, relax, and enjoy your ride. Do you want to stick it in Chicago? Might as well, eh? Bush over here. Makes sense. Whoa, muzzle tough. That's it. It could have been worse. They could have named it after Al Gore. Goa International. Who wants to fly there? Even as we speak, people are trying to get Glasgow Press Week renamed after our national poet Robert Burns. Burns International. If we're going to do that, we may as well call Heathrow Hemorrhage. That's darling, I'm just going to hemorrhage. Bloody inconvenient, just pick me up as usual. I mean, come on. So anyway, we get into a taxi, and what's the first thing a taxi driver will say to you on your way to an airport? Terminal. Oh, well, that set me off again, didn't it? What? Who named it that? You might as well hang a big sign outside saying, you're going to die. So there I am, I'm terrified. Full-blown bicycle clips around my ankles, brown adrenaline, everywhere scared, okay? Claire's trying to bum me back into the taxi. Oh my God, get in that taxi! Get! I was a little bit shaky from that moment on. So, we get to the airport and it proves that the Italians have got the sickest senses of humour on the planet. And no, it's not because of who they've named their airport after, no. It's because of their art displays. When you're there, you will see a fine art display by the American artist Nal, and here's what the airport website had to say about him. Nal, a modern-day Renaissance man, has created extraordinary works of art for almost 50 years. This contemporary artist is inspired by paintings from the 16th century Surrealism, Fauvism, what's that last one? And it's Impressionism, psychedelic art, recall art, Japanese wash drawings, and even the geometric forms found in Alabama quilts. It's so smart. Not to mention Mongin's compositions. Oh, he's so smart, isn't he? He's an egghead or something. Well, that's the thing. I don't understand a single thing he just said, apart from maybe what psychedelic is, you know? Oh, this feels like drugs. That's the thing, okay, back at the airport, Nal has placed this bloody great grotesque statue of a bird with half the skin ripped off and its skull exposed. Look, there it is! Also there, there's bloody doves impaled on poles. So cute, aren't they? If a bird can't fly out of this place without getting horribly injured, who are we to even bother trying? So there we go, I'm scared again. Then, you get to check-in, where you see a cheery little painting entitled Suicide Bombing, and here it is as well. Yes! Oh, just remind me of terrorism with 2 sticks of dynamite, a skull, that dove thing again, and some stinky garlic, possibly. I don't know, that is some oblique reference to Afghanistan, the heroin trade and poppies, but by this point I don't bloody care. I'm past shitting myself, and my lower intestine's trying to exit from my sphincter. They'd have been just as well telling us we were boarding from gates 9 and 11. And that's the thing, okay, 9/11. Yeah. That's the 9th of November. That's correct. The thing happened on the 11th of September. If they knew about it, why the fuck didn't they try and stop it? I mean, anyone flown to the US recently? Anyone at all?
Is that a classroom? You don't have to put up your hands, sir. Okay, you can see me later. That's the thing, okay, before you land about an hour, you're issued with Form 194W, also entitled the Visa Waiver Form. And if you look very closely, you'll see some of the top questions crafted by the US government to try and find out who is a terrorist.
Was this me again?
Have you ever been or are now involved in sabotage or espionage, or terrorist activities, or genocide, or between 1933 and 1945 were involved in any way with the persecutions associated with Nazi Germany and its allies? No? Alright, okay, any comment?
That's the thing, okay, right, you get... Ladies and gentlemen, please give the clap. Not the first time as well. That's the thing, okay, you just see it, you get guys sitting with the forms going, oh, well, I am a bomb in my bag, I have a knife in my bag, I am a member of Al-Qaeda, so Mama always say honesty is the best policy, so I will take the yes box.
Oh, you got me, you crazy Americans!
Oh, you've got the German calling over to the cabin crew. I was gas chamber operator at Auschwitz. Will this stop me getting into the Disney?
I like Mickey Mouse, I like you.
I love the Mickey Mouse! You get to like the security as well. You ever been to the security, those little metal detector things? They're annoying, aren't they? So you get to them, you're like, oh, keys out, wallet out, bag, laptop, jacket, whatever. Belt. Oh, not a good idea, skinny jeans. Shoes. Just around the sir. Oh, no! And he's like, put your arms to the side and your legs apart. No! See when he's in a certain area. See when he's round about here. Why not say, oh, this is the bit I love. I've been doing it for months and it really shortens the process no end, you know. Also, security, these like big signs that say no sharp objects onto the plane for fear of taking a hostage or getting the cabin crew or something. So you'll get to the little bin things, you'll be like, alright, okay, scissors, a screwdriver, knife. Oh no, my pointy stick.
Javelin throwers in the Olympics, they couldn't get across.
They'll get so much of that as well. Oh, what are they going to throw in stuff in airplanes? Steak knives, and they don't even ask for these things back. Yes, oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, your safety is assured at the airports. What are they hoping? That terrorists around the world are going to be on a diet? I mean, 3 months ago, I was on a flight to Belfast. The woman in front of me had a metal I've had a lot of problems flying with airlines, okay? I've even had problems. I ain't getting no man, have some milk or something, can it? Oh. British Air.